Westminster for another episode of Saving Time. This week we're going to do a barbecue baked chicken. So it's not really going on the barbecue, but it's going to feel like barbecue chicken. And we're going to do it with these beautiful vegetables. All of these sales this week are at Zehrs, and don't you love the grocery store these days, Ontario Veggies? If you have a garden going, you will have some cauliflower going. I'm pretty sure of it. We've had 2 out of my garden. Zucchinis are coming up in everyone's garden, so we're making use of them. We're going to include some carrots, chicken drumsticks. And drums are fun, and we don't use them enough. And you know what? You get this great big plate of chicken, it was 2 pounds worth, just right around the kilo mark, 2 pounds for $6, and it's $6 flat, okay? Every pack is $6. I love that, I love it. So there we go. All of this came together for $15, and if you've got a garden, you can probably just go outside and get some of it. Let's get busy. We're going to start with our cauliflower, zucchini. We're going to get our veggies all prepped. And we're not going to do a lot with them. It's pretty easy stuff. This is beautiful. So, cauliflower. Whoop! That was close. It would have been noisy, really noisy. Stainless steel on stainless steel. That would have been great. It's that one cupboard in every kitchen, right, that you don't go near early in the morning. So to start, let's just get rid of the bottom, okay? We're just gonna lob that off and get it out of our way. We're just gonna start by going big and working it out. So these cauliflower at Zehrs, Ontario grown, they're nice, local, and $4.99, and they look lovely. So good buy right there. And I'm still just working at getting that whole bottom out of there. Haha, I'm not gonna forget. I'm not gonna wait for Shannon to tell me. Start preheating your oven to 375. We're gonna run it at 375 today. Don't lose any. It's too much of a shame, right? So I just got rid of that, and now I'm gonna get the smaller knife and just kind of cut that center core away. And then it's gonna be a lot easier for us. And now we can get rid of all those things. Look at the beautiful compost we're making. Aha! Isn't that nice? And you know, I'm gonna tell you, it's coming back as more food. You saw the way my garden grows. People say to my husband and I when we're outside, what kind of dirt are you using? What do you fertilize with? And we're like, no, not compost, straight compost. It is the best thing to grow your garden in. That and some tenacity and hard work and attention, but that goes without saying. I'm just reaching in there to get a hold of that, and then see how it's just going to come apart for us. So easy. So easy. There. Now we're left with a lot of nice cauliflower. Now, I have given this a rinse under some cold water. I just rinsed the head. All you're really trying to do is get rid of dirt. Especially if you grew it in your garden, you already know there's nothing there. Now we kind of we're going to cut these almost into slices, if you will. We're certainly into florets, but starting with slices, and we're going to get rid of as much of the stem as we can. This is the hardest thing we're going to do here, is chop up, is to chop up the cauliflower. So see, I just cut it right in half. We're not going to worry too much. I don't want that kind of thing in there though. And this one. So just cut it in half, just like that. Easy peasy. And we're just going to keep going until we've got it all separated and all the pieces relatively equal. Just chop it. We want them to lay flat. If you get any pieces that are a lot of stem and not much flour, get rid of the stem. And try not to, because nobody wants to eat a big piece of stem. So chop them away, and we're going to bake this. I don't know if you're in the habit of doing that with your cauliflower. I really like it. I like it a lot. It's nice. It comes out nice. If you hear noise today, we are, like last week, I think last week they were already here, a summer camp, a day camp here at the church. And it's nice to hear the noise of kids anyway. I mean, they're not mine. I don't remember feeling like it was nice to hear the noise of kids when it was my kids making the noise, but right now, I kind of like it. It sounds like happy, right? Kids making noise. Quiet kids are dangerous kids. Quiet kids are no doubt up to no good, or into something that you maybe wish they weren't. We're still just cutting this up and getting rid of those extra big pieces of stem. Look at the compost bowl. It's amazing. After the cauliflower, we're going to put the zucchini and the carrots in the same pan. Everybody's getting cooked together. The chicken, I should say. And I think we've talked about this before. It's nicer if you get it out and have it come to room temperature. So I have done that. I gave it a rinse and bringing it up to room temperature. It's just on a plate there. It just seems to cook nicer. I don't know, I'm sure there's a reason, but I just know it is. So I'm happy just to know. All of this is going straight in here. That one's too big. We'll just do that. In they go, that one's also too big. And you know what? By picking it up with my hands like this, I can tell, right? I feel the ones that are a little different, and I think, I don't want it like that. I'm gonna look at me keeping the little tiny pieces. I don't want to waste them. We'll see if I can get this to go in here. Not bad. Pretty good. A little bit spilled out. I'm not gonna worry about it. There's the cauliflower done. The zucchini, I want to cut it into about 1/2-inch coins. So by coins, I mean just in circles, right? So that's probably a 1/2 inch right there, maybe more. That's probably closer to a 1/2 inch. I figure my finger's a 1/4 inch, so you know, if I cut my finger, I'm not going to. Shannon didn't think that was a funny joke, I can tell. Of course, Shannon and I both said we're kind of having a bit of a day today. So that would be not the least bit surprising to me today. It's just kind of sometimes we have days like that where it's not that things are going wrong, it's just that they don't really feel like they're going right either. And so it's not that anything bad has happened, nothing like that. It's just, it just hasn't been fantastic. And that's okay too. They don't all need to be fantastic. If we get a few that are fantastic, that's pretty good. And in there. So I did 2 zucchini. You can imagine how nice and colorful this is going to look for us. Now as for the carrots, oh, and the zucchini is $1.99 a pound. So I got, that was 2 zucchini was £1, so $2 a zucchini. Bags of carrots are $2.49. Now I think we need, those are big carrots. I wrote on here I think 5 to 6, but these are big carrots, so I'm feeling like we're probably getting pretty close. I'll go 5, I don't think I need 6. We're gonna wrap these ones up and set them over here. Now the carrots, rather than just scrub them because they're storage carrots, right? These aren't from this year yet. Nobody's carrots are this big yet. So I'm just gonna peel them. It brightens them up, and yeah, it's just, I mean, storage carrots need to be peeled. If these were nice from the garden already, and that'll come, then we could just give them a little scrub to get the dirt off. And you know what? Well, I'm gonna cut one and show you how we're cutting it, and then we'll come back to have a good look at it. So as with the zucchini, I kind of want to think 1/2-inch coins, but this is narrow, so I'm gonna go there, and then I'll go coins. And we can get one more off that. That doesn't look very nice. We'll put that in there. Okay, so those are gonna go in. We'll reconvene. I'm gonna do these off camera, we'll come back. Okay, it is all chopped and peeled and beautiful, and see how pretty this is? Isn't that nice? So, back to business, Margot, enough eyeing the carrots and the zucchini, right? But it is pretty. I get distracted by being pretty. I want to put some salt and pepper in here. So I've got about a teaspoon of pepper, and we're gonna go a good teaspoon. That's probably coming close to a tablespoon. We'll stop, 2 teaspoons. 2 teaspoons of salt, and I went ahead off camera and I minced my garlic. This is my nice garlic rocker. I know I've shown you that before because I'm pretty proud of it. I like this thing, get one, garlic rocker. So I'm just gonna scrape my garlic into there. And that was 2 cloves. 2 cloves. And take that off, there we go. And now little bit of, I've got olive oil. You're gonna use whatever oil you've got. I'm not worried about that at all. And I think we need maybe, what do you think I've done there? 2-3 tablespoons, maybe something like that. Let's see how it looks. We're gonna give it a toss. When we toss it, we're just trying to get some salt and pepper and oil mixed all through so that all the pieces have some. This looks so pretty, right? I know, you're thinking enough with the pretty, but it is, it's very pretty. And look at how easy that was. So, I mean, no work, and it's gonna be spectacular. Now, I've got a pan ready. I brought my chicken over because we're almost to that point. We're gonna dump all of our veggies on here. We're gonna dump carefully and then spread. And I'm just going to spread it out with my hands. And we're just looking to get it as far, you know, if there's a little bit of space between them, even better, but we've got a nice full pan here. I'm just gonna wipe my hands. Look at how nice that is. And you know what, we've been no time at all. Like that's our side dish, right there, done. Done, done, done. Now, my chicken was rinsed. I gave it a little dry with some paper towel like I always do. It's just been sitting to come to room temperature. All I want to do now, we're going to salt and pepper it, and then we're going to put some barbecue sauce on it, and it's ready for the oven. This is a really easy meal and yummy. And if you don't have a barbecue, it's great. Or if you're like me, you know what? I don't barbecue. I don't. I get food ready for the barbecue and I hand it to my husband or someone else and I say, here you go. But I don't barbecue. And truly, I don't really want to. I mean, I cook quite enough and I don't need another way to cook. I do not need to give myself another way to cook. I just don't. And I'm not going to worry about it. I just, it's not necessary. It can be someone else's gift and special job. And there. Okay, now I did get a paper towel for my chicken hands. My chicken hands, that sounds funny. Now, I know that I've been talking about coating the chicken, but because we've got to flip it over anyway this time around, I'm not going to get too concerned about it. Now here, I'm going to put that in my hand because my hands are mucky, but I want the control of my fingers to spread it around. I didn't want to use the spoon. Can you imagine what if it all fell on one piece? That'd be a drag. So we've done our salt. And now we'll get, yeah, can you imagine if all the salt fell on one piece? Wow. Whoopsie. And a little pepper around. And again, I'm just doing this because it gives me way more control. Now, I'm sorry to lose this bit, so I'm not going to. I'm going to put it on that paper towel. So that would be a shame. A few weeks ago we bought this. Do you remember that? I can't remember exactly what it, chicken burgers. I think it was for the chicken burgers. Ah, chicken again. And at the time it was 49 cents, or it was under $1 when we bought it. Can you imagine? We're still using it. Fantastic, right? This like we're in a dime. And isn't that wonderful, right? I was kind of excited because I knew I had this already here. And I thought, ha, we don't even have to buy that. And you know, if you don't have any barbecue sauce on hand, it's super simple to mix something up. If you've got some ketchup and some brown sugar or some maple syrup, a few herbs and spices, mix it up yourself. Just mix it up. Silicone brush, and we're just gonna get a good, we just wanna brush it, okay? But use a silicone brush because this is chicken. And you wanna be sure you can get it good and clean. If you use a pastry brush, one that's like hair, sort of thing, then you can't be sure you've got it clean the same. The silicone brush, you can get that clean. So I save my silicone brushes for using with meat and things that I'm just not sure I would be able to wash away. Well, you can't put the little wooden handle ones in the dishwasher, can you? Because they'll fall apart from the high heat. So now we've got that. We've done a decent coat. You can see, I don't know, I probably, if we measured, we'd probably put like a tablespoon on each piece. Now we're gonna flip them, okay? So, we're reaching in, just go ahead, get your hands in there. Make sure you line your pan with parchment. Or can you imagine? That would be a sticky mess. If you don't have parchment, you can always line with foil. I sometimes don't have as good a luck with the foil. That's what this cloth is for. I'm not gonna put those on I'm not putting that barbecue sauce on my apron. I know I'll wipe my hands on the apron a lot, but not for barbecue sauce. And the same as before, I'm just gonna get some salt on my hands and salt it around. We did the other side, so you don't want to get carried away. Okay, I took too much. You know, always add salt at the table, but oh, I was forgetting. I've got my little stash here. There we go. You can always add more at the table, but you can't take it away, right? I mean, this is, in the world of salt, look at that. Just done. We'll give that a final shake. In the world of salt and pepper, easy enough to put that at the table, right? And one of my kids doesn't like pepper, and I'm like, really, pepper? I mean, what a thing not to like, right? But so I do hide it, but I try not to do it too heavy. And now I'm guessing that I put a third, maybe half a cup of barbecue sauce in the bowl. And do this, put it in a bowl, because you don't want to be putting your brush back into the jar or anything, right? And whatever we don't use, waste it, okay? Do not use it for anything else. We've had this all over raw chicken. Okay. I'm very serious about this, okay? This is me being very serious, you can imagine, right? Very intimidating. Do not reuse it. No, but really, this is the kind of thing that you think, oh, it's a shame to waste it. No, it's a shame to get sick, okay? Just tell yourself, not a shame. We're in a nickel, and I don't care if we were in $10. It's worth it, okay? Don't be tempted. Very important. Very important. I'm using it up now. Now I'm just using it to use it. Okay, and that's it. Our chicken, our veggie. If you can see any chicken at all, like just have some fun. Paint it on, you've got it in the bowl. I'm gonna stop though. Chicken's ready, veggies are ready. We put our garlic on there. We've done everything. I'm not adding the Parmesan yet. I'm gonna do it at the end when it comes out of the oven. We're gonna toss it with the Parmesan then. And same thing, the rosemary we're gonna add later in case you're keeping track of my ingredients and thinking, Margot, you have to use them, okay? I've got this. Oven's at 375. And we'll put the chicken in underneath the veggies. Ooh, there we go. And this beautiful tray. Ah, you know what I just saw? Look, it's the end of the carrot. I'm glad I spotted that. Oh, that's funny. Okay, and in it goes. Right now, we're gonna have a total bake time of 45 minutes. I want you to set a timer for 20. And in 20 minutes, we're gonna turn the chicken over. That's all that's gonna happen. I'll see you soon. Okay, quick check-in. At the 20-minute mark, I turned my chicken over, and now we've only got 10 minutes left on our total 45-minute bake. And now I've got these nice sprigs of rosemary that I snipped this morning, and I just want to toss them in here. Just give them a little sprinkle, and just like that, okay? Just toss it in. It's just gonna give it a little extra something. Look at how nice these look. And we're putting it back in the oven, 10 more minutes, and we're gonna be ready to serve. If you haven't set the table, set it now. I'll see you in 10. Everything is out of the oven, and it looks amazing. Amazing, look at that. Now, all I wanna do, you can see the chicken, look at that. It looks just like barbecue chicken. It's it's oven barbecue. So, what I wanna do is I wanna toss my veggies with some Parmesan. And I'm just gonna go like that. Haha, that worked out well. sometimes, right? I suppose we could have had an issue, but we didn't. And there we go. Now, think to yourself, I don't know, maybe 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4. That's making me think. We always, every year at Christmas, we watch the Christmas movie Fred Claus, and Vince Vaughn does that thing with numbers, and so we tease that. I know that my family, if they're watching, they'll be calling me Fred for that. And here we go. We're just gonna toss it around like that. Just get that coated. Isn't that nice? Look at how pretty it is, all the colors. And here's our beautiful meal. Let's plate it up. So, make sure you get some of everything. You've got some carrots, zucchini, cauliflower. Looks so good. So good. I want another zucchini piece in there to make it beautiful. And then I've got these tongs that I had out when I was flipping the chicken before. And what have we got here? We got 3, 6, 9. So, geez Louise, welcome to summer, right? Fly in the house. So, we can put 2 pieces of chicken. How fun. Look at that. Oh my goodness. Set that right there. Look at how nice this looks. Barbecued, baked barbecue chicken with cauliflower, carrots, zucchini, garlic. Look at how beautiful this is. So nice, and all compliments of the fine support from Zares in Orangeville here in town. We're gonna feed this meal forward tonight. I'm gonna take it to a family here in town. They're going to enjoy this beautiful food. Please continue to watch our videos, like them, hit the little like sign, subscribe so that you know when new videos come out, hit the little bell and it'll tell you. For heaven's sakes, quit letting food eat up your time and money. Enjoy your dinner.